Good afternoon again, it's Greg here again with an unboxing of the Takom Type 69-2 Iraqi medium tank. This was bought for me by my wife for my birthday, so I think I saw you when I was doing my birthday things, so I thought I'd do an unboxing because I found something very strange in this kit and I don't know if it's supposed to be there or not, so we'll have a look at it. It was Type 69. And it's an Iraqi medium tank and some Takom, and it's 135 scale as normal, and the kit number is 2054, which is, there we go, it's a 2-in-1. We've got some pictures of the sprues on the outside there, which is quite nice. A bit of photo-etched, usual things, bit of cable, I think it's brass cable or copper cable, dust covers, things like that, so there's quite a lot in the kit. And on this side we have a colour call out of one version there, Iraqi tank, captured from the Iraqi army during the Iran-Iraq war in 1980 or 88, and this one here is the Iraqi army 1991 Operation Desert Storm, preserved by Samu in France or something, so obviously it must be in France in one of the tank museums. So let's have a look what we've got in the box. First of all, I'll put the lid on the floor so I can put my bits into it when it's finished. As normal, we'll go through everything individually. We'll leave the instructions till last. Put them there. Right, we should go with the plastic. And the thing I was saying about something I've never seen in a kit before, and I really can't fathom out why. There's 1, 2, 3 low holes, and I can't see any difference between any of them. In fact, that's got the same number on. Let's have that. Same thing on again, I don't know what that's for. Yeah, it's got 00185A, so they're exactly the same, and 2, and can't see without opening this one up. Now, pop that in there. And this one is a different one. This is different, but I can't see where. I really can't see where the difference is. Apart from that, yeah, there's that difference I can see now. Is that line just underneath the wherever my thumb is? There isn't on that one, and that's slightly different there. So there is a difference. So I'll have to be careful on how I approach this build when I go to build it. So that one is just like the bottom, I think, that one. Can't see any difference on that one. So that's only strange. So there's definitely one that's slightly different on them upper holes, so the lower holes. So it's strange. I've never seen that before in my life in any kit I've done an unboxing of. But say when we get to instructions, we'll find out. Excuse me. Right, another bag here. We've got individual track links, not on a sprue, so that'll be nice. Let's have a look at a few of them, see what we've got. Yeah, some injection marks on there, but which is a shame really, but might be able to do a run together and sand them out, I think. That's the only bad point about it, but see, I'll put my hand behind it to be able to see better. There we are, there we are. You see the injection marks on each side of there, which is a shame, but there isn't, so I should be able to sand them out quite easily, which is good news. Nice detail on the outside of a track, but it's a shame about the this just means extra work, that's all. Nothing wrong with a bit of extra work. Right, we'll look at the turret. Get into them. They're all being well. They're all resealable bags, so take note to me. Resealable bags, which is what we need. So first we have a dust cover in the like a rubber sort of thing. Quite nice. Got nice detail on it, nice folds. Emphasise that with some washes and things. It's quite nice. And we have a couple of poly caps. I'll just pop them back in that bag so I don't want to lose them. We'll look at the lid. So it's very nice, got lovely texture on it. Nice detail. Really, really nice. You see the detail on there, the cast texture. That's really nice. And on the top we've got a nice detail on the top as well. There we keep on. There again, looks nice. That does look nice. So, right, first of the sprues, we shall open these up, which is look like wheel drums for the rear and some other bits and pieces. There's two of these parts, which is C. Strange. We've got Takom on that side with the C going the other way and C that way. I thought the Takom badge would have been on the front, but there you go. Yeah, so we've got a few oil drum, a couple of oil drums, the attachments for the fastening of the oil drums, a couple of hooks, a few storage boxes, a few small part grab handles for the turret. Nicely detailed again. Really nice, nothing wrong with those. Nothing wrong with all. There's no flash and no damp. Well, these injection marks, but they're in the back where you can't see them, so that's a bonus. Pity these aren't slide moulded, but you can't have everything, can you? Right, another one. This is the delicate cage armour. So I have to be careful with opening this bag. I don't want to damage anything. There as well. Yeah, same again. I see. This time I've got U. Obviously, you can't make any difference, but there, yeah. See what I mean? It could. The C should have been on that side when we were looking at the sprues. But there again, the numbers are on the other side. That's weird. Nicely done. Just going to be very careful when I sand them. There's lovely detail. And there's no flash. A few points for the where they're attached, but it has to be. There's no other way around it. The detail is nice, as you can see. Nothing wrong with those. You see, you just have to be careful. You're breaking them off the sprue. A couple of little bits and pieces there. I think it's supposed to be for the attachments to go onto the turret for the armour. But yeah. So we'll have to be careful with that sprue. And it looks like we have individual wheels, sorry, individual tyres, which is nice, which I do like. I like a nice touch. So we can paint them separate, and then you can get the good detail, and there's no paint marks anywhere. And I'll already go into this. This one isn't a sealed bag. This one's a sealed bag. We'll have a look. And there's 4 sprues for this one, which is B sprue again. It's weird, isn't it? Again, I can't work it out. A couple of points. Obviously, we've got the points for the where they're attached to the sprue, but there's nice detail on them. You know, a typical Russian tyre. On the T54s, 55s, 62s, whatever you want to, whichever you want to look at. So that's nice stuff. So I like them with the individual tyres. Just be careful when you sand them so you don't sand the detail out on the top. Right, back to, this one isn't a sealed bag either, I can see. Oh, strange things in this kit, but there you go. There you go. Right, looks like we have fuel drums again. Sorry, not fuel drum. Yeah, these are fuel drums on the side. Looks like a mudguard, and then we have the side plates on the side for the thing, for these fuel drums to go onto, well, boxes, drums, whatever you want to call them. Part of the exhaust. The side skirts, these are these sort of like sponsons, aren't they? These are. So a nice detail again on everything, no flash. Nice detail again on there. Obviously lots of things going on top of there. Mudguards for the front, fuel drums, canisters, whichever you want to call them. More storage boxes, a bit of a hatch there, a couple of hooks, and a lot of numbers on top of there. They must be on there for a reason. I hope it's not one of these where you have to try and slice them off. It's virtually impossible unless you cut them off and then sand them down very, very, very carefully, which is an option, I suppose, but they must be there for a reason. So that's that sprue. Full of little surprises you get. This one is a sealed bag. No, it isn't. This one's a resealable bag. This one, which is good. I think it is, anyhow. Yeah. That ripped now. So it's not a resealable bag. Low turret. Searchlight. Other bits and pieces. It's like suspension parts. Not sure what that is. Field ref. Not too sure what that is. Anyhow, we have a nice detail again on whatever's there. Nice detail again. Little bits and pieces. So look on the bottom of the hole, pretty plain. So bottom of the turret is pretty plain. Well, we're not going to see it anyhow. Same again on that side. But there again, we're not going to see that once the lid's on it. Right, we have another bag here with all the wheels and the sprockets and the idler and the return rollers. This looks nice. The detail looks nice. And there's two sprues of this in here. Sprue V. Nope, I better not lose that. That's one of the sprockets. Looks like we have a choice of sprockets. The detail looks nice. Wheels look extremely nice. Yeah, there's the hubs for them. Return wheel, sorry, return the idler, I should say. Here again, the numbers are on this side. The detail is on that side. And they're looking really nice. Like, really nice details on those wheels and the sprockets. I've got one in my hands. And the return wheel, the idler there. And the hubs for the wheels. Some more little bits and pieces. And there again. But the wheels are really nice. They're really, really nice. I like those. Right, let's pop that back in there with that one in there so we don't lose that one. Let's reseal that bag up. Excuse me. I just need to take a drink, sorry. excuse me. Right, looks like we have some uphold stuff and the side skirts, which I think are rubber, I think. It's supposed to be, I may be wrong. We have 2 sprues in this bag, which is we'll do the small sprue first. So we have some hatches, some little tiny bits, but there again really nicely detailed again. Injection marks in there, they have to be filled in, I presume, if I wanted to have it open. Yeah. That one hasn't. No, it hasn't, that one. So there's only that one. It should be very easy to get out if you wanted to. Depends if you wanted to have it open. You know, there they are. On the reverse, you've got the nice detail on there. That's the commander's. I think it's well, they're both the same. Them two bolted on at the top of the cupola. On there. So that's that part. That part, and this part we have the log. The log. The ditching logs. A few pioneer tools, few fine delicate parts. These are for the fuel lines for the external fuel drums, so it's going to be a delicate to get those off. And luckily the attachments are actually on the bigger part of the actual pipes, which is good apart from that one there. But detail again is lovely, nice and crisp. Yeah, lovely texture again. My flame cut marks along the. That's a nice touch. I don't know if that's. Should be like that. If somebody can help me with that one. See the front of the. See the front there by the hatch. It's got like a flame cut out. It's a bit rough looking. It possibly could be there. I'll have to have a look. There's the flame cut marks on the other part there, quite nice. And on the bottom there the weld seam. And then we have the engine cover, your engine deck, sorry. Grabs to the back. These side skirts. Now I'm not too sure if they're supposed to be rubber. They've got like little bulges in them, so it possibly could be. I'll have to look into it. But say they've got nice detail again on that. Bolt heads on there, and then say we have the log, which I'll see what it's like when I paint it up. See if I can get it looking like a log. If not, I'll just nip into the garden and see what I can find. I'll give it a go. I did it with the Panther one, Panther A from Meng, a couple of years ago, and it worked out quite nice, so I'll probably try the same method again. So that's that sprue. Right, we have another lower sealed. Can't see if there's anything on it. No. Weed. Oh yes we have. There we go. So we have another lower turret there. Main barrel's in 2 parts, but it's fairly straightforward to clean up. It's T55 barrel, I think, anyhow, or a T62 barrel, I can't remember. I think it's type 62, which I think I may have one in my stash. I'm not too sure. Even if I haven't, I'll still work with this one if I haven't. So there's some more different hatches, hatch covers, little tiny parts again. Another searchlight by the looks of it. Small grab handles. Looks like an aerial. No, it's 2 aerials, a small one and a large one. But there again the detail is nice and crisp. It really is nicely detailed. Yeah. Just that one injection mark on there, which is easy to get out. None on that one. Just on that one. But there's lovely detail again. See, there's the other two. The cupola, which is slightly different again on these two. Some more engine hatches. Sorry, yeah, hatches, actually I think it's the hatch lid, sorry. There's two different ones there, one for the driver I would think. Two-piece barrel, but there again it's fairly simple to get the seam line out of that. It's not a problem. So I can't remember what year this kit was made. I should have looked, shouldn't I? It doesn't say. Oh yeah, 2015 it was made, so it's 5 years old, so fair enough, it's 5 years old, but still nicely detailed. But yeah, so we'll have to be careful when I look at these instructions and follow them to see which part, which hole, which turret bottom, or whichever, whatever, and which that. Right, we have another one here, and another what looks like another turret ring. Another engine deck. There are quite a few in here, some bits for the spares. More fuel drums, some more little bits and pieces for the final drive, a couple more fuel canisters. Looks like a rope of some description. Engine deck. I think these must be for the cleaning rods. Some more hatches. A bit more detail on the bottom of that turret ring. There again, all nicely detailed. Can't fault the detail at all. Really nice, crisp, well done. There's another engine deck, and there's the other parts, bits and pieces, all finely done and nicely detailed. There's final drives, and there's some more little fuel canister, fuel drums, or whatever you want to call them. Again, all nicely done and well executed. Yeah, really quite nice though, I like those. And I think we have one more little sprue, and then we can go into the instructions. So we'll have to read those thoroughly when oh, there's two. There's a clear sprue which I won't take out the bag of the periscopes and lights. Quite clear, got nice markings on the lights. You can quite see them. Quite a bit in there. There's the lights, you can see the you know, the marks down the lights. Light lenses, I should say. Keep it in there. And this last little sprue is for the, I can never pronounce the name of this gun, so I won't attempt to pronounce it. But there's two of those. I can't see this difference at the moment, but there must be something. So you've got the two main barrels, and you've got two attachments for the bullets, ammo pouches, ammo cabinet containers. That's all that's passed on to the top of the tank, but I can't really see why there's two, or if there's any difference. I won't get them out of the bag, this one. So there's one there, and there's one there. But nicely detailed again. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. So we'll have to look into that as well, so when we get to the instructions we'll check out. Right, so that's all the plastic, so we're now entering the where the decals and the instructions and the photo-etched and all the bits and pieces. So we'll take the photo-etched out first. We've got these two very fine photo-etched parts. Got a lot of engine grills. Looks like sponson attachments. Other bits and pieces. Nothing tiny on that one, so they should be very straightforward, but they're nicely done, and they're wafer thin. And I mean wafer thin. Hope I'm getting them out of the bag, but it'd be nice. They'd be nice to use. That's one of those, and there's a little one, another one with some, you know, the check across marks for the sponsons or things like that. I'll show you what they might be for. And a couple of little bits and pieces. Again, all nicely done, nice and thin, nothing too small to worry about. And then we have, looks like it's just says L. I see, that's what you have to try and do with them. See what I mean? Where you cut them off and put them on the turret. 27.7. So how the bloody hell I'm going to do that? But we'll have to try, won't we? We shall have to try. Right, we have colour call out by MIG. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 options. So the first option is Iraqi Army 1991 Operation Desert Storm, which is that one. Quite nice. And then we have another option there, which is the Royal Thai Army, which is that one. That looks a bit different. And then we have Iraqi Army 1991 Operation Desert Storm. That's the one that's on the side of the box, which looks quite nice as well. Sorry about the glare. Get rid of it. There we go. And on the revert, on the last one, we have New Iraqi Army Post 2003 Operation Iraqi Freedom, which is a sand coloured, which is probably won't do that one. It'll be one of the three. Probably do the first one actually. First one, yeah, probably do the first one when I get round to doing it. That one, fairly simple, but looks quite nice. But I'll probably change my mind when I get to it. Right, and then we have the braided wire, which is in copper. I thought it was, so it's like a steel. Well, it's hold its shape, it should do, but we shall see when we use it. So that's the braided steel. Quite nice. Small decal sheet, I won't get them out. Done by Takom 2016. The decals were made, produced. Obviously got Iraqi markings on there. A couple of Iraqi flags. Other bits and pieces. You can see that. I'll get them out of the bag. Not too bad, don't look too bad at all. Oh, quite happy with those. And then finally we have the instructions, which is in a lovely typical Takom way, in a nice glossy picture, sorry, glossy paper, and it says the ubiquitous T54 and T55 series is the most produced tank in history, with an estimated 100,000 units having been produced in Russia, Czechoslovakia, Poland and China. These tanks have been evolving since their inception at the end of the World War II, continuously incorporating new improved weapons, power packs and projections. And they continue to rebuild and refurbish with local upgrades even today. They have also formed the basis of many other AVFs such as AVRVS and APCs, AVLPBs, and still serving a large number of countries today, by many 50 nations. I won't go the rest of it, but if you want to read it, I don't know if I can get close enough to the camera without it missing it out. I don't know if I can get it all in there, if it's close enough to read. Yeah, so the first of the instructions is the obviously do's and don'ts, and we have a sprue map on the first page, which is good to see, not on the back, so it's further on the front so you can see what's involved. See, it only says there's the one hull, lower hull, doesn't say there's three of them. But, right, so we have, where's that one say? Fill holes. Ah, right. So the ones with the holes in, on that one, you have to fill them in. But I've got a tub that's not got them in. So I can understand that. And we got the, well, this is all lower hill stuff, all nice big pictures, nothing too much going on in each picture. It's typical armour build, starting off with a lower hull, sprockets. Same with the lower hull again, attaching the wheels, obviously I'll attach them with the poly cap, sorry, but it won't be permanently on. And we're starting on the upper deck. Is there any difference on there? Which one we use? It doesn't really say. I'll have to work out which one it is. Okay, so upper hull again. And it's saying attach the upper hull to the lower hull with the tracks, which I probably won't do at that time. I might attach the upper hull, but it says 92 links per side, so I think I may have some T55 tracks. I'll have to check and have a look. I'll have a look. Well, I may use these when I get to the build. And there again, the rear assembly for command type only. So obviously we've got a command type. This is the telephone box at the back for infantry support. And there's the log. We're trying to drill things out again, and then we have the side parts again, putting in the shovels and a few more boxes, building up the lights. Excuse me. And then we have more of the fuel drums on the side, which are attached with all the small pipes for the external fuel drums. Nice big pictures, and not a lot going on in each picture, which is good, so you don't get confused. And then we have them attaching the side skirts to the the sponsons, top of the thing there. But I have to wait and see when to get to that, if it looks like I can attach them just to the upper hull and not have the upper hull down to the lower hull yet. But we'll get to that, cross that. And then we have the side skirts, which I won't put on at that time, and they're telling you to drill some more holes out again. So we have two lots of right. So we have one side, and then we have the other side with the sponsons again. So we have the other side as well. So we're doing one side and then the other side, which is different because it's got the exhaust, spare tracks, the lights, the cable, some of the little bits and pieces, lights at the back, and then we're attaching that side to the tank, and then the side skirt again, and the cable again, obviously fastened to the hooks at the back of the tank. And then we start on the turret, which is fairly straightforward. So a couple of little bits and pieces of machine gun inside. That's finished. This is for command type only, which is for command type only. That I see. That must be some kind of aerial. No, I wouldn't have thought. I don't know what that is. So you'll have to read these instructions carefully when I do it. So we start at the turret basket, the small hooks on the side of plastic. See what they come off like first. If not, I'll just make one bit of wire, copper wire I've got. Some more cage work at the back of that side. They don't look too difficult to make up, to be honest. These are the sub assemblies for that bit there. I'll have to read these, thoroughly before we start the build. Then we carry on again, same with the cage around the turret. And again, last part of that as well. And we're attaching the the lower turret to the upper turret. And we're starting to put the machine gun together. There we are, Chinese Type 54 MG. Doesn't say, it just says Chinese. I thought it was Russian, but there you go. Doesn't say again which one is any different, or I've used one and not the other. And then we have more sub-assemblies, and then we put in the machine gun on the top, the dust cover with a light on top of that, and the hatches, and then the main barrel, little bits and pieces in there, more light assembly, and then we're attaching the turret to the lower hull, 38 steps, and the tank is finished. And then we have some more options here as well. We have paint options. We have Iraqi IRGC tank captured from the Iraqi Army during the Iraq War, that's on the side of the box, and Iraqi Army 1991 Operation Desert Storm. So there's quite a few options, but all in all, it looks a nice kit. Some of the idiosyncrasies in it with it. Some bits and pieces. I say I can't work out the whole three-hull thing. It still confuses me. So that's that kit. It looks like a nice build. I'm looking forward to actually building this one. I do like me sort of Russian stuff in different guises, so it looks a nice kit. It really does look a nice kit. So thank you very much for stopping by and viewing, and thank you all to my subscribers, new and old. And so things are coming on, moving along with the Here is the Owl Group build. I'm with the striker. It's coming along quite nicely, and so is the base for the tiger. So I'm working in conjunction with the two of those ones. I'm waiting for some to dry. I'll paint that, this, that, and the other. So it's coming along nice. So I might have another update in a day or so of the striker and the diorama base for the tiger. So this is Greg signing off. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you very soon.